shouting like that? What is up, squad? Are we in the building? Why you sad? Don't be sad. Be happy, honey. Be happy. There is no reason to be sad today. The sun came up and you got up with it. What is there to be sad about? I'm sounding real good. What is there to be sad about? Like, for real, for real. There is no reason to be sad today. So we all got our problems, our issues. Bills still gonna come, honey, whether you wake up or not. So just be happy that you got here, that you are here right now, today. You hear me? Today is the day that the Lord has made. Amen, Gerald. Amen. Touch your neighbor. What's up, Gerald? Yes, royalty. C. Patterson. Amazing. Jazabelle. Yes, y'all are in here early, honey. Y'all are in here early. I'm not going to play this music the whole 3 minutes. I am not going to do it to you. If you haven't already visited straight from the A.com today, you will see all of the posts. Yes, R.I.P. Aretha. We miss her. We've been listening to Aretha Franklin music all day long. It is such a sad day for many, for the legendary songstress. Prayers up to her family. Zills is in the building. Hey, Zills. Hey, Zills. But for those of us who are still here, for those of us who are still able to enjoy our lives, our day, please remember you only have one life to live, and to live it to the fullest, to the best of your ability. Today, I know y'all, I just had so much on the blog today. Hold on, let me turn. This music is annoying to me. I know it's annoying to y'all. It's annoying to me. There's so much on the blog today, but what I really want to talk about first and foremost is how social media is a beast. Do you hear me? It is a beast. And especially in light of the racial situation that went down this past weekend. We talked about it a few days ago, how at Porsche, well, it wasn't Porsche, it was Overdrive Lounge, located at the Porsche Experience in Atlanta. There was an incident involving an Asian woman who sat in, this party, these party goers section, and she would not leave. It seemed to be that she was taunting them. We talked about it. I don't want to bring up all of that again and replay that whole video. But it seemed like she wanted to kind of like, taunt them into, some violent confrontation, whatever the case may be. It was clearly a racial incident. But if you go to Straight from the A right now, right here, while we sit here, you can read along with me if you would like. And I will quote myself. Wait a minute. Let me put the little slideshow up. Y'all know I love to play. Y'all know I'm getting my little stuff together. Okay, this is the lady. Well, this is her friends. Point this way. Those are her friends who are actually watching her, and that is the lady. The disturbing incident that occurred at Overdrive Lounge in Atlanta has gone viral. The woman involved has been terminated from her position at Porsche. As previously reported, a group of African-American partygoers celebrating a friend's birthday were rudely interrupted by an Asian woman and her Caucasian friends, who felt that it would be funny to taunt the group by sitting in their section uninvited. When asked to move, she responded with expletives, and oddly enough, the enraged partygoers were the ones who were soon ejected from the lounge. The lounge received a ton of backlash after the video of the incident. If you go to their Yelp page right now, they got a ton of negative comments. Everybody gave them 1 star. They went from 4 stars to 1 stars. Like I said before, social media is a beast. And now the Asian woman who was in the video, who was accused of harassing the group, has been discovered. They found out her name. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed, because he was on the case. He actually posted a Twitter of her LinkedIn profile. She was actually a customer experience manager at Porsche. Her name was Sonia Pate. And, I guess that was the reason why the manager kind of catered to her a bit, because she was an actual Porsche employee. Okay. Sonia Pate was 50 years old, or is 50 years old, lives in, and I don't know where she lives. I don't know what it is. Oh, okay. They were saying that she's single, blah, blah, blah. Her annual income, 70 to 80,000, blah, 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 blah. So Tariq posted all the receipts. You can read that on Straight from the A as well. Anyway, Porsche responded saying, Porsche North America is saddened and sorry to learn about the incident at the Solis Hotel next door to the Atlanta Experience Center. We are especially sorry it involved a woman associated with Porsche. Porsche, however you want to pronounce it. Porsche does not tolerate racism or discrimination of any kind. They also issued an official statement that said, we are saddened and sorry to learn about the events of last Thursday when a person disrupted a group of African American patrons celebrating at a hotel neighboring our U.S. headquarters. Over the course of our investigation, we've learned that the person at the center of the video was an employee of a Porsche dealership. The dealership, which is independently owned and operated, has since made the decision to terminate that person's employment. Porsche Cars North America does not tolerate racism or harassment of any kind and is proud to call Atlanta our hometown. We partner with the Center for Civil and Human Rights based there in Atlanta because they promote the values we support and we embrace inclusion of all communities. Our 190 U.S. dealers represent Porsche and its values. We collaborate with them in ongoing training programs and are committed to including additional sensitivity curricula to reinforce our culture. Integrity is the number one priority among our Porsche values. On a final note, we are reaching out to the birthday group for a dialogue. The group's party was ended because of an employee of a Porsche dealership, and for that we apologize. Y'all don't think that's an apology? I think that's an apology. Y'all don't think that's an apology? I mean, for what it's worth, she wasn't on the clock per se, when she was there. It is on Porsche land, but she's no longer an employee there. Like, they pretty much said, look, we in Atlanta, we here for y'all. We gonna do what it takes. We gonna partner with the Center for Civic and Center for Civil and Human Rights. We are employing additional sensitivity curricula. They are, what do y'all, what more do we want? The lady got fired. The lady who sat there and smirked while, they were enjoying their birthday party and would not move, they fired her. What else can we do? Now, the manager, they said, what about Pedro? What is his name? Ricardo something or another. I can't remember the man's name. But apparently he's still working there as of yesterday. The woman who originally reported all of this, I cannot pronounce her name, Cody Chukwu, Cody. Y'all know the lady name. Anyway, she said that she's been in contact with the hotel, and but the statement that they plan to send out, because the hotel was going to respond, but Porsche, I guess, responded first. She's saying that the statement that they plan to release is a lie, and that, the statement, they said the hotel is currently drafting a statement. In it, they intend to highlight the following. 1, the area in which this transpired was a communal seating area. No reservation was made. 2, the party of guests who were celebrating a birthday party were not asked to leave the restaurant. And 3, the hotel has been in contact with the gentleman and his group who were celebrating the birthday party. The woman who, leaked the footage actually says, this is all a lie. We did, in fact, have a reservation that was made 2 months in advance. No one who was actually involved in the incident was called and apologized to. So she's saying she still hasn't heard from anyone. The lady was fired. Is she suing? I don't know. We don't know. what? I mean, what can she sue for at this point? Discrimination from the restaurant. The restaurant isn't owned by Porsche. Again, it's on Porsche land. So that is today's breaking news. Well, actually, that's not all of today's breaking news. Hold on. Let me stop the slideshow. How about, let me put this up here if I can. If I can. Love and hip hop. Growing Up Hip Hop. Did y'all see there's 2 new members on Growing Up Hip Hop? If you care. Off topic, do I have a new page? No, I don't have a new page. I don't. I have this page, my main page, which is ATLien. I have this page, and then I have a backup page, which is straight from the ATV. All 3 are me. There is no new page or whatever. But in this day and age, we all need a backup. Hold on. Growing Up Hip Hop. Let me get that out here. And thank y'all so much for joining me this afternoon on this sunny Thursday afternoon. Where is the Growing Up Hip Hop file? Now I need my music back. It's too quiet in here. Let me get. Oh, there it is. Bow Wow, Growing Up Hip Hop. BM, BM, BM. Make it small. Bow Wow has. Well, we know Bow Wow ain't going nowhere, honey, because basically it's his show. Bow Wow has gotten 3 new additions to Growing Up Hip Hop. I don't know where they came from and why they here, but they are here. Masika Kalisha, who was once on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, was it? Was she on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood? I can't remember which Love and Hip Hop it was, but she's joining the cast of Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. She's also known as Fetty Wap's baby mama. Uh, where'd my chat go? Hold on. I don't know what happened. Lil Mama and Bow Wow's baby mama. Bow Wow's baby mama, who is known as Kiyomi Leslie. You've seen her everywhere Bow Wow goes. Kiyomi is right beside her. Now he's giving his new girl a job. Lil Mama, who is known as Bow Wow's doppelganger, I guess. She's on the show. Everybody keeps saying that Lil Mama's underrated. She's a great actress. You saw her in the TV One film. Not his baby mama. My bad. Oops. Excuse me. Roll. Rewind. His girlfriend. I'm sorry. His girlfriend. His baby mama is Future's new baby mama now. I got all of this in my brain and it's not coming out right. My bad. But yeah, his girlfriend. She is underrated. Lil Mama is underrated. My lip gloss is popping. Lil Mama been a meme forever when she cried on the Breakfast Club. Now she can finally get hers on a reality show. So it'll be interesting to see. Somebody said Lil Bow Wow and Lil Mama at the same place at the same time. They are not the same person. They are 2 awesome entertainers who have been in the music industry forever. Now, what does Lil Mama have to do with Growing Up Hip Hop? Who knows? Maybe she grew up in Atlanta. I don't know, girl. I don't know. But her, Masika Kalisha, Bow Wow, the Brat, Deb Atney, and whoever else will all be there. And I will show y'all the little trailer if I can find it. It's only like 30 seconds, so oh, my computer don't like me today. Well, if you haven't seen the trailer, you can see the trailer on youtube.com ATLien, where I posted the trailer earlier today in an exclusive video. Hold on, here it is. Wait, is that it? Yeah, that's it right there. Oh, Growing Up Hip Hop Final Tease, Season 2. Yes, do that. Do this. Growing Up Hip Hop. Bam.
This October, Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta returns. But this season, there are new voices in the ATL. Take cover. This isn't just a power shift. It's a full-on overload. A-Town's about to get fully amped. Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. This October on WeTV.
I don't. I didn't watch last season, so I don't. I may watch this season just because they reached out to me and they want me to be more engaged with growing up hip hop. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But Deb is still there, and I think Brandon's still there. I think Regine is gone, and yeah, I mean, sorry, I said a waste of time. Masika's gonna be in the studio. She can sing. Yes, okay, she can sing. I did see that, but again, it's growing up hip hop. Shouldn't we be seeing like some child stars of people in hip hop? Like, isn't that the theme of the show? Like child stars of. Oh, Brandon is gone too. Oh, okay. You like the one with Romeo? Romeo is on the one in Hollywood, right? Or just the regular one, growing up hip hop with Angela. Yeah, y'all, I'm lost. These reality shows, it's too many of them. And then the Braxton's coming back on tonight. It's just too many of them. It's too many of them. I am not the TV show reviewer. I am not don't look at me for TV shows. Well, unless it's housewife stuff. But other than that, I just can't. It's too many of them. Hold on, let me go see. Yeah, but the Porsche situation really struck a nerve with me because I just feel like the power of social media is just astounding. It's just wonderful, marvelous, glorious. I'm like, how y'all find out? How y'all know where this lady work at? How y'all know where her friends work at? How y'all get her fired? How y'all you see what we can do when we all work together? Shoot. Hold on. What else was on the blog today? We got growing up hip hop. Oh, Ludacris bought a stranger some groceries. I love good deeds. Aretha Franklin. We talked about Aretha Franklin. I don't want to cry today, so I'm not gonna talk about Aretha Franklin. But I want to hear. I know y'all probably got more news than I got because my brain is so segmented right now. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what's going on the site, editing videos, editing pictures, um, yelling at Zills, hollering at my attorney, and trying to go live at the same damn time. That's what we've been doing. So I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear what you got to say about this whole situation with the Porsche dealership. Are you surprised that the lady got fired even though the Porsche dealership was independently owned? Are you surprised that the manager hasn't been fired yet? What do you think is going to be the next step when it comes to this situation? Porsche issued a statement. What's next? Hold on, let me put the phone number up for you guys. I think that's the phone number. Yep, that's it. If you can see it, it is. Put it right there. Transition. 347-817-2790, pin number 3607119. Braxton Family Values will be 2 hours, child. 2 hours of Tamar. I know. I don't know if I can take it.
Please enter your PIN number. Thank you. Joining the conference now. You are currently the only person in this conference.
347-817-2790. Pin number 360. The Braxtons will be on TV1. Growing Up Hip Hop, TV1. You ready for Little Women of ATL? I never could get into Little Women of ATL. Well, the friends that were snickering in the background, Brains and Beauty, they've already doxed one of the ladies and found out her identity, or they think it's her identity, but nobody knows yet. Nothing's happened yet. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, you want them to get fired too. Like, how far is too far in this situation? Where do we go? I mean, the lady got fired from her job for, pulling a stunt gone wrong. Um, I think the manager is more at fault than anybody in this situation. Well, you know. And her friend that was sitting with her drinking wine. Let me see, where's that picture at? Yeah, her friend that was sitting with her. It was just interesting to see. Clearly it was like a dare, because it looked like they all were involved. Everybody was in on it in some way. The friend in the red was standing behind giggling. The lady in the pink, the Asian lady in the pink, was sitting there like defiantly. I'm not gonna move. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if I sit here and drink my wine while y'all are having y'all's birthday party? What are you gonna do? So just props to them for keeping their cool. The manager got to go because this isn't the first time. well, well, well. I hmm. Let me go read and see what the manager did first. Hold on. I think his name is Ricardo Palomas or something. Oh shoot. Hello.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
Hi. Hi, it's Tamika from Detroit.
Hey, Tamika from Detroit.
Hey, I know we're talking about the incident at the Porsche dealership, but since you have brought up the Braxtons, I wanted to know your take on the whole situation with them walking out, supposedly about wanting more money, and some people comparing them to the Kardashians, saying they should get the money. If the Kardashians can walk around and talk about nothing, why can't the Braxtons go around talking about nothing and get they just do?
Are the Braxtons as entertaining? Like, I mean, I feel like it's a matter of economics. Not to say that it's because they're black they don't deserve the money, but I mean, honestly and truly, I don't watch the show, so I can't say they deserve the same amount as the Kardashians. Are their numbers the same as the Kardashians?
Well, no, and as somebody who watches both, let me be fair. Are they as entertaining? For me personally, yes.
Okay.
The numbers, of course, they're different. But my thing is, even if they don't get Kardashian money, they deserve a raise. I mean, a lot of people flock to WeTV for, the Braxtons. A lot of people now watch TV. Of course, they watch it for growing up hip hop and all that. But I'm saying what really got them there is the shows like the Braxtons, which made WeTV known to a lot of people and kept them around. For us to see stuff like I said, growing up hip hop and sometimes marriage boot camp. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I get what you're saying, but I mean, the thing is, you can't compare one to the other when they're on two different networks. If they were on the same network, you could be like, oh, it's unfair for the Braxtons to not get as much as the Kardashians. But they're on like a smaller network, on a smaller platform, on a smaller scale. They can't, you can't kind of equate the two. Now, do they deserve more money because they're the most entertaining show amongst all the other reality shows on that network? Maybe. But I'm not the boss of them, so I don't know. But it's a.
And I kind of consider them like the flagship. Like, yeah, WeTV's always been around, but that was the show that got everybody, gravitate towards the network. Like, Quiet as It's Kept, everybody knew about Bravo. When I was growing up, Bravo was known for its like documentaries and things.
Bravo had B and Bobby Brown. You'll never forget about that.
Let me get to that. I'll get to that. See, you right there. You right there. We together. Before being Bobby Brown, that's what they're known for. And when they got being Bobby Brown, it changed the whole dynamic. That was my point. Yep.
Okay.
So being Bobby Brown was kind of like their flagship.
Right.
To turn their whole thing around for them to be known more for reality TV. That's my point. Just like the Braxtons for me is the thing that gravitated more people to get them to watch, like I said, the Braxtons, growing up hip hop, and all these other shows that we wouldn't have came across if it wasn't for the Braxtons.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got your vote, and I can't say I'm on whoever's side. I don't even watch the Braxtons, but if they deserve it, they deserve it. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
No, I agree. It's just I don't even think they deserve as much as the Kardashians, but give them something.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Okay. I give you that. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Caller 2006. Hey, sexy sky doll. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't know if it was okay. This is my first time calling in, so forgive me.
Oh, no problem. How are you? Who are you and where are you calling from? Hello?
Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm hearing two different things, so maybe I'm not doing
turn down your computer or your phone or whatever device you're watching on and just speak to the phone. Listen to what's coming through the phone.
Y'all forgive me, be nice. I'm always reading and I never actually call in, but I feel like I wanted to say something about a couple of things.
Okay.
As far as the Porsche video, I just think it's so good that this stuff is coming out now. I read a blog recently that said this is nothing new, but we're just having proof of it. And it reminded me of an incident in my office that happened a few years ago. And this girl just started, she's a white woman. She started in our office. She was on probation like most new employees are. We went out to happy hour with her. She got really, really drunk and just said, I didn't know what to think when I started working with all y'all here. And she said it. And so we all kind of looked like, what the hell?
Wait a minute, say it again. She said, I didn't know what to think. What?
She got really drunk and just said out loud, I didn't know what to think when I first started working with all y'all in work.
Oh.
Yes, she did. And we were all like, I know she didn't just say that. And so, of course, next week we went to the management and told them about about it, and they refused to fire her, saying that they didn't have any proof, or we didn't have any proof.
Wow.
And I mean, if we had gotten something like that on video, she would have been gone. And so I feel like we're in a new age where we're getting these people on tape, and I just love that they're getting called out and losing their jobs over it, because this ignorance has been around for a long time.
Yeah, but it's interesting to see how, I guess, what people do on their job or on the job or on, at the job is one thing, but like this, a lot of people are getting shut down on the things that they do personally, like out in the streets. And that's amazing to me too. But, I'm glad that we see who they are and everybody's getting their just desserts. So, but yeah, it's interesting. Because I'm sure she didn't think that this would result in like losing her income at all.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's the only way some people learn is their money.
Right.
So,
right.
The only other thing I was going to mention, and I'm not Team Masika or anything like that, but she gave an interview recently where she talked about why she was on, because I can't remember who she was interviewing with. But they asked her, "Why are you growing up hip hop? You're a little over that show, aren't you?" I mean, they were calling her out. And she basically talked about how her parents have been in the industry for years, and that's how she got on the show. And that the main reason for it was she was coming from, I guess, the standpoint of getting out of her contract with Love and Hip Hop.
Okay.
And that I ain't got really nothing against Mona, but she obviously did. She talked about how they treated her the last couple of seasons and how she couldn't do anything because she was under contract, and she finally got the right lawyers to get her out of it and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
And I think she took the job just to do something. And, I feel like those contracts must really be bad, because even Ray J gave an interview recently saying he was so grateful to Mona for letting him and Princess do that Black Love show. I guess they're going to be on the new season of it. And, I guess a lot of people talk about how you can't just do anything else.
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
Decides to put you on the show or not, you can't do nothing else.
That's why
Jocelyn, on why she did growing up.
That's why it took so long for Jocelyn to get back on TV, because when she walked out, she had a non-compete. She couldn't do anything with any other network with anybody else until, that whatever that time frame was that was in her non-compete. So yeah, I mean, Mona got them on lock. But a lot of those people sign away their lives because they don't know if they're going to blow up or not. So they get on, just signing for chips until, they can do what they can do. Same thing. Remember Benzino and ATLien, they couldn't do anything either. And then they was bouncing from show to show as soon as, whatever that non-compete was. But it was like they were so thirsty to be on anything. It was like you were oversaturating everything. So now here they are.
Right.
They're nowhere. So I don't know. It's interesting.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking my call.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know how to do it.
No problem. Thank you so much for calling. And where were you calling from again?
Oh, I'm Tamara from McDonough.
Oh, okay, McDonough. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Caller 8301.
I'm Michelle.
Hello. Who am I speaking with?
Hi. This is Patrice. I'm calling from Georgia.
Hey, Patrice. What do you think about this situation?
Okay,
you ever been to the Overdrive?
Say it again?
You ever been to the Overdrive Lounge?
The Overdrive Lounge? No.
Okay. So what do you think of this situation?
I don't even know what that. Okay, so about the Asian lady and that whole sports situation.
Yeah.
I think that it's good that she got fired. I think that Black people have to understand that we have to take it seriously when Asian people do this. Because what I'm noticing besides the nail shop incident is that Asian supremacy is something that is very, very real. Mm-hmm. And you think white supremacy is bad, Asian supremacy is even worse. And what I feel like is that they are the new white supremacy in training. If you ever, I'll live in an all Asian community. It's six Black families. The rest are Asian. I am one of the Black families. Okay. Mm-hmm. And so these are the ones who own the stores and all those things. I'm new to the community. I lived in the community for 2 years. And let me tell you something. My sons can't even knock. I have two younger sons and an older son, but he's in college. My younger son can't even knock on their door to get some money for their football team. They're not giving him nothing.
Wow.
Okay? And so I feel like this. Black people have to have
themselves. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, but when it comes to Black people, understand who you are supposed to choose first. And it is yourself like everyone else.
Right.
Don't feel bad about choosing yourself first or people who look like you. When they put that little Asian girl up to do that, they wanted her and they wanted those Black people to understand that you have no power, not even against the Asians, that we will also side with them before we side with you. You see it in the nail shop. When those people in Brooklyn, New York, decided that they were going to rally and try to shut down that Red Apple nail salon, whatever the name is, the police was out there protecting them. Did you see that?
Yes. Yeah.
They protected the Asian people. You have to understand that this is an American thing. That we have a lot going on with the Asian country, and so they're very much so protected. They have a lot of businesses here. They do a lot for us. And if you think for 1 second that you are going to go up against them and win, you're not. You're not. The best thing that you can possibly do, Black people, is pretty much take them for what they give you. Take it seriously. They're not giving you nothing. So don't go asking them for nothing because it's not going to happen. They've been taught very young that they are to take from you, never to give. That is the truth. Yes, you will see Asian women with Black men, but who don't go with Black men? Because Black men are very easy. They're targeted in every way. You know, all you got to do is stroke their ego a little bit and have long hair, and boom, you got one.
Wow.
I mean, I don't want to be mean, but it's true. It's true, Michelle. You know it. And it's like they prey on them so easily, you know? And it's like, so just because they like Black dick don't mean they like Black people. Don't ever get confused. And so, yeah, she definitely should have been fired. Yeah. And if anybody else wanted, they should get the same treatment.
So do you think anything should happen to her friends that were sitting back giggling and laughing and filming? Like, do you think they should lose their jobs as well?
No, I don't. I'm going to tell you why, because we have no proof that they put her up to that, right. But we do have proof that she came in and she was very disruptive.
Okay, so what about the guy? What about the guy who was sitting with her? Remember the guy that was like, "I got your back," and he was sitting there drinking wine with her? Nobody said anything about.
He should go down. He should go down too because he was right there, and I feel like the people that he should go down with her, and the people that were snickering in the back, that girl needed to learn a lesson for herself. Is that she was a pawn. Mm-hmm. Okay, they used her.
Oh, they did.
And you have to realize if you're not,
Oh, they definitely used her. They used her.
Mm-hmm. And she needs to learn. She needs to understand that. And if that's the way she had to learn, then that's the way she had to learn. But that is on her. Yes, take them down. Anybody can get it. I think Black people, this is a critical time that we have to understand that we don't need Asians for anything. You have to stop thinking that you have to go get your nails done by them, and you don't go somewhere else. Sally sell hair. Go online and search Black girls that search hair. Like, stop giving your money to them. I kid you not. If we don't stop and if we don't realize that we don't need them, we don't. Mm-hmm. We are screwed, Michelle. We're going down. They don't respect us.
You're right.
Imagine if you're on the outside looking in and you look at Black women who get beat up, disrespected, but then they still keep coming to you. You're not going to respect it, just like you wouldn't respect a woman who keeps on getting abused by a man. You try to help her, but she keeps going back to the abused man. You're going to be like, look, I already tried. She's not listening. You'll stop respecting her. Well, people on the outside stop respecting Black people because you go in and you get abused by Asians. We are Asian and white people's abused spouse.
Woo! Okay. You saying a word right now. I hear you. But it's up to us to make the change.
Yes, it's up to us. But understand that. Put yourself in that position. Understand that about us as Black people, including myself. There are things that I have to make sure that I change just do it. And I've made intentional movement decisions so that I give my money to people who give a damn. And if I go to a Black shop and they don't treat me accordingly, they can't get my money either. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to go and find another Black business. I'm not just going to give up on one Black business because I had a bad experience with one. I will just go and try to find another Black business. That's how you do it. We're so easy to give up on each other because one little thing that we went through with the one Black organization, as Black people, or we'll just deem all black businesses as bad just because you have one bad experience.
Right.
Ask the Asian, ask the Indian, ask the Arab, have they ever had a bad experience with somebody who looked like them? They're going to say yes. They're going to say yes, but that doesn't stop them from putting the money back into their community just because they've been bit by somebody who looked like them. That's not enough.
I agree. But that's
my whole thing.
Your passion, your passion is infectious. I hear you. I hear it in your voice. You are fed up. I am fed up too. But it gets to be the point, what more do we do? Like when I was talking to Peter the other day, we was talking about Omarosa. Like, at what point, like, what do? We get desensitized to the whole thing because it's always something. Every day is something different. Like, what more do we do?
You don't get desensitized. You understand that there is a sense of urgency, and you also understand that they have waged war on you. Do not take it lightly. It's not a joke. It's not a conspiracy theory. This is our reality as Black people in America. We need to wake up. There is a war going on. I don't care where you live, what you drive, or what title that you hold. There is still a war going on against your Black ass. Don't ever get desensitized. Take everything as a flag. Take it serious. Take it to heart. And make sure that if you have children, if you got nieces and nephews, every time that you get the opportunity to break down what is happening, you do it. I have sons, and I always talk to them all the time because I live in the community with them. And I'm not going to lie, I am looking for another place because my husband keeps saying, "Hey, don't let them, don't let them push you out." I'm like, I'm not going to let them push me out. But when you think about it, there are very nice places that I can go where we feel welcome. Mm-hmm. I live in a very nice gated community. Mm-hmm. There's no house in my community that's under 500,000. I'm gonna be totally honest.
Well,
and at the end of the day, I spend good money on my home, and they will still make you feel like you're breaking in their house every night.
Right. And you're from Atlanta, right? You're from Atlanta, right?
Crazy.
You're from Atlanta, right?
I'm not from.
Or you live in Atlanta?
I'm not from Atlanta. Huh?
Do you live in Atlanta or around Atlanta? Did you say you were in Atlanta?
I don't live in the city of Atlanta. I live in Gwinnett County.
Oh, Gwinnett. Okay. That was the point I'm making. Metro Atlanta. But I'm thinking about looking on the South Side. I'm gonna buy property on the South Side now because at the end of the day, like we have to support our own and where we live and where we eat and where we grow up. And just like there are nice houses in Gwinnett, there are nice houses in Southwest Atlanta. There's nice houses in East Point. There's nice houses, on the South Side. And the South Side, which may be predominantly Black, is still a lot of nice houses. Fayetteville, all of that. I'm headed south. But yeah, I'm with you.
Listen, I'm right with you.
Buy Black.
I heard of. Go ahead.
I was just saying, buy Black everything. Buy Black everything. Like, we need to be more in control of our dollars. Period.
And we have it. Let's face it, though. I'm for real. Like, we have it. Like, I live. So where I'm at, I'll tell you where in the proximity, like where I live. You've heard of Sugarloaf Country Club?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right there. Okay. Do you know? Okay, so there are so many of us. Like, I kid you not. Okay, in that area, it's Asian and Black. That's what dominates the school. Okay.
Okay.
We have so much money, Michelle. I see it all the time, and you're right. We need to take that money and actually go into communities where we feel welcome, where we feel like, where we see and make sure that our children see people just like us. Mm-hmm. Like my neighbors, I swear I have all my neighbors are Asians, and I didn't mind, but now I do. Now I know how they get down. I've considered going to the South Side, but it's very hard for me because I have children that are in middle school. Right. And so I constantly have to drill them about how to conduct themselves, who they should be friends with, and why. So I'm a stickler on who their friends look like because in my community, everybody pretty much, if you see one, you'll see one kid that's Black and they'll have all white friends. The Asians, point blank, period. By the time they're in middle school, they are all hanging around each other. The Asian kids are allowed to hang with you until they reach puberty. If you ever notice that, pay very attention to that. You can have an Asian friend, but once they reach puberty, you will see their family start to pretty much distance themselves from you because they don't want their children to procreate with someone outside of their race. I get that because that's how you actually preserve your race because you have to, have sex with someone who looks like you to reproduce somebody that looks like you. Well,
Wow,
Asian, by the time the female is, gets her menstrual cycle, you will start to see them hang around mostly, if not all, Asians. Pay very close attention to that.
Okay.
And so for me, I always with my boys, I say, listen, be cool with everybody. But as Black people, we have to understand that we have to learn because of our situation, our plight. We have to push our children to make sure that they see that the loyalty, the beauty comes from yourself. And the only way you can have like a really good sense of loyalty and beauty is you surround yourself by Blackness. In my house, Michelle, I do not buy one magazine if we do not bless the cover. Okay. If we are not blessing the cover, I will not buy it. One, I have Black boys, and I want them, and they do. They love Black women. Okay, they don't even like it when I even straighten my hair.
Wow.
It's funny because it's true, but that's how they are. Because I learned at a very young age that just like all the rest of the cultures, maybe I can't control that point outside of the house, but in my house, it's very Afrocentric.
Yeah.
So that I know that the brain absorbs everything. Yeah, it's visual, everything that you see. So when you come in my house, you see Black beauty in there, and there will be there's no European decorations, there's no Asian decorations, there is African decoration, and there are Black people on magazines that are blessing the cover, and that's what I allow, and I only allow in my house around my Black husband and my Black son.
Okay. Well, I definitely appreciate you. You have been an inspiration to me to continue to utilize my Black dollars in the blackest way possible. And I definitely appreciate you.
Look, in the blackest way possible.
Okay.
And you should. And the thing is, you got it going on, Michelle. And I think that you're very beautiful. I'm gonna say this really quick. I don't want to get on no soapbox or anything, but I've watched you. I'm very new to you. But I understand where you're coming from. You're very smart. You're very articulate, and they're always going to come for you. And I tell my boys that, do you think that you're going to be successful? Hold your head up high, and you think they're not going to come for you? They're coming. Mm-hmm. They're coming. So what you do is you set like the Germans do. You take your castle and you put it up on the hill so that you can see them coming before they reach their door, and you can make sure that you know how to combat them before they come, and then you can handle them properly. Okay. I think that your thing is that pick your battle.
Right.
All this shit ain't your battle, boo. At the end of the day, you're doing you. You know what got you where you at. Stick to that. Stick to that script. If they come for you, let them come for you. But that ain't your battle. If they coming for you, guess whose battle that is?
Theirs. I get it.
That's theirs.
Right. Right. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Queen.
Good day.
All right, you too.
Yes.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Caller 7850.
Hey, Michelle, it's Robert.
Hi, Robert.
How are you?
I want to say thank you publicly for what you did, and I'm not going to say what you did, but I thank you for it.
You're welcome. I love you, and I did it because I love you. So I mentioned it. So let's talk about this. So I think I just read your blog post, and then I tuned in. I saw you online. So let's talk about Sonia. One thing that I think is sort of missing in the narrative is too many people are willing to almost make Sonia, the Asian woman, a victim. Mm-hmm. And I don't think she needed her white friends to put her up to that, right? Like, the nature of white supremacy isn't that only white people can practice white supremacy. Anybody can practice white supremacy. We have a Black Supreme Court justice named Clarence Thomas, and he practiced white supremacy every day. He renders a verdict that is anti-Black, right? And so that's one of the discussion points I want to enter into the conversation. Sonia, the Asian woman, didn't need anybody to put her up to it. And
They didn't, and they said she identified as white. That is what I read.
Yeah,
As part of her history.
Yeah, I read that on your blog post. But there is an interesting dichotomy about that, because when you think about it, I know some Chinese and Korean people who actually do identify as white, just like I know some fair-skinned Latinos from Cuba or the Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico who also list their race as white. And so that's, that is true. But I just find it so interesting that people, even when we see somebody showing us how she operates in anti-blackness because she has melanin or skin tan or whatever, we're still willing to almost give her an escape route, right? Like, who put her up to it? Nobody put her up to it. She put herself up to it.
That's true.
And that's just my comment that I wanted to add.
Oh, thank you so much, Robert. And I guess the only reason we think somebody, not that they necessarily had to put a gun to her head to do it, but just the fact that they were there in support of the bullshit, standing by giggling. It's almost, when you do something stupid and your best friend go stand back there and be like, girl, yeah, go do it, girl. I got your back, girl. And that's exactly what was going on. Like, she was standing back there. The dude was sitting next to her drinking wine like, yeah, if they swing, I'm here. And then the lady in the red dress in the back, like, let me pull my phone out in case she gets popped. I'm going to have it. So they were all in on it. Nobody, but again, like you said, nobody had to necessarily put her up to it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree. And I just wanted to make that point crystal clear, because I've been reading not only your blog, but other blogs, and it was like, well, where are the white people and why are they not being fired? And it's like, well, at the end of the day, just because you're laughing at fuckery doesn't mean you're a part of the fuckery, right? Because if I was there, I would be laughing at her ass too, because I would be thinking, okay, she's on drugs. Because clearly she's not where she's supposed to be, and she doesn't want to leave. So
yeah, but in some
the laughter of the white woman,
in some respects, though, like, her friends could have been like, "Come on, Sonia, get up." You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of supporting her in her bull crap.
That I agree with. But then, if I'm dumb, I know that once that woman had her camera out, and I'm a part of, excuse my language, fuckery, I wouldn't have told her to stop either, right? Because as it currently stands, they're just bystanders. As soon as you, open your mouth and say, hey, Sonia, let's go, you become, part of the action. And so, again, I'm not excusing what they did. I think all of them should be fired, including the manager. But I just want to make it known, let's hold everybody accountable for their part. Because to me, when I was in grad school, I actually studied race and politics, and so I cringe when people, of non-white descent or whatever, perform white supremacy or anti-blackness, and then black people or other people of color say, oh, well, where's the white person to put them up to it? It's like, that's not how this works.
Right.
Understand how it works before you, figure out how to dismantle it. So, yeah.
Right. Well, thank you as always, Robert. I appreciate your call and your insight.
You're welcome. And if you're going to be on later tonight, just tweet it, because I've been missing you lately.
Are you subscribed to the? Are you subscribed to the Trap channel?
Well, no, I'm not subscribed to the Trap channel.
Okay, subscribe to the Straight from the ATV. That's the channel I go on when I'm just shooting the shit. It's not monetized or anything like that. So it's like when I just want to go live just to talk or whatever. If I'm out eating or whatever, I go live on that one. And then, these two, I try to at least have something to talk about when I go live. So.
All right. So I'm going to hang up because apparently I have people in the chat pissed off, but that's just another Thursday for me.
That's every day. Don't worry about it.
Soon.
All right. Thank you, Robert. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Caller 3712, you're on the line. Thank you, Rena, for the time check. Hello.
Hey, I'm calling from Louisiana.
Hi.
And I wanted to say, hey, I've gotten excited now. Anyways, I want to say if we would stick together more or show each other more love, then I think that more people would think twice before, they step up and try to do things like that took place at the Porsche Center.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, but it's not uncommon for us to drag people on social media. I mean, we got Permit Patty, we got Barbecue Becky or whatever her name was. We, so I mean, my thing is like we've sent warning shots. Why do people continue to do this? And it's like they know like social media is gonna be it for me. If somebody gets it on camera, it's a done deal of me doing this dumb stuff. So the lady who sat there is like she should have known. Why didn't she know?
She did know. And if you keep using your platform, because I think it helps a lot too.
Yeah, I like to get the word out when I can.
You. Wow, appreciate it. And I'm glad she lost her job because that was silly.
Yeah, it was silly. I hate it when anybody loses their job. What?
Yeah, I do too. If it's for little or no reason, but that was mean. But she maybe behaved like that with somebody else.
Yeah, true.
But now she'll think twice.
She'll definitely think twice. She will definitely think twice. Thank you so much for your call.
Thank you for taking my call.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, y'all. I mean, who's gonna call? Y'all rushing people out the phone. Y'all act like y'all like rolling in with the numbers, calling in. I don't have any more calls to take. So now y'all just gotta sit and look at my board. I put the chat. I'm gonna tell y'all why I put the chat screen on when I do these. It's only because on my ATLien channel, which is really supposed to be the newsy channel, that I can't go live. So when I do go live and I talk about things like this, I like to post it over there as well because a lot of the same people don't follow both channels. So yeah, call in, y'all. Call in. Why don't you call in, Jay Dunn? I haven't heard from you in a while. Call in. Ooh. Look, I do have an anonymous person. I'm scared to take it. Let me see. Hello, caller, you're on the line.
What's up, Michelle? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I want to know about Porsche. What is going on with Porsche?
I don't know what's going on with Porsche. Everybody keeps trying to say she's pregnant. She's not pregnant. I know she's serious about her man. That's all I know about Porsche. You gonna tell me about Porsche? What you got to tell me about Porsche?
I don't know nothing about Porsche. I'm just trying to see. You said something about Porsche and this racism stuff.
No. Did you really just? Oh my God! You just mixed up Porsche and Porsche. Porsche, the automobile manufacturer, is what we're talking about because the Overdrive Lounge is located at the Porsche Experience in Atlanta. And I know from personal experience driving a Porsche, when you go into the dealership, that is the way you pronounce the car. So when I talk about it, sometimes I say Porsche talking about Porsche. But yeah.
All right. I just want to call in and say what's up. How you been?
I'm great. Who am I speaking to? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from the Loop.
Oh, from the Lou. Okay, and what's your name? Everybody they like you got a sexy voice. What's your name?
I don't give my name out,
You could have, you know what? Secret. You could have just made up a name just now. You could have just said Jacob, John, Jim Bob.
Right.
You too honest. You like me. You'd be like, what's your name? Michelle. Well, thank you so much for. All right, Michael Brown. Thank you so much for calling. All right. Bye. Caller 3712, you are on the line. Wait, wrong number. Caller 0971, you are on the line.
Hi, Michelle.
Hello. Who am I speaking to?
This is Linda calling from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Hi, Linda from Baton Rouge. What y'all talking about? I'm lying.
I'm not even calling to speak on topic. I was just calling to encourage you and tell you that I love watching you, and I thought the show with Peter was pretty dope. I watched all of them. I watched everybody, but I really like yours because you're informative.
Thank you.
just want to encourage you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get some more people. It's just that I just been caught up doing a whole bunch of other stuff. I really want to do like one-on-one interviews and that type of stuff on here, and you'll see more of those coming soon. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Take care now.
All right, you too. Well, you guys, if you are tuning in late, we were talking about the incident that occurred at the Overdrive Lounge. It was an Asian woman who plopped her butt down in a birthday party section, or a group of people who were having a birthday party. Their section. They complained. They asked her to leave. She would not leave. They complained to management. Management came over and talked to her, but didn't talk to them. Then they kind of got upset and felt like they were being given the cold shoulder when the man of the group tried to speak with the manager. He was told he was being abrasive. He was being overly, all of those little keywords that they use when they try to say that black people are, being intimidating. And they eventually kicked out the group. So that was the issue, and it went viral here in Atlanta and around the world because, other people were talking about it. Porsche ended up, going public with a statement saying they denounced any type of racism. The lady who was involved, who plopped her butt down in the section, the Asian woman, she was fired from Porsche after it was determined that she worked there at an independent subsidiary of the company. And so she was fired, and that's where we are now. So hope I brought y'all up to speed. Let me see who else is on the line. Caller 1782, you are on the line.
Hi, Michelle. This is Paulette out in California.
Hey, Paulette in California. How are you?
I'm doing fine. So what happened to the manager? Was he fired as well?
Nothing has happened to the manager as of yet that I know of. As of yesterday, I believe he was still employed by the restaurant. For clarity, the restaurant isn't owned by Porsche, but it's on Porsche land. The Porsche experience in Atlanta is it's like it has a racetrack, and it's where you can go and pay a lot of money to drive the cars. There's also a hotel there, and the restaurant and the lounge is located in the hotel. The hotel, restaurant, and lounge isn't owned by Porsche, but it's there side by side. So the lady that was there was apparently a employee of Porsche. Yes.
Well, you all need to keep your necks up on them because something needs to happen to him.
Yeah, and they are. They've been calling. They've been the girl that was involved in the birthday party. Allegedly, they've been speaking to people at the restaurant. The restaurant reached out. They said they've been planning to meet personally with the people. That hasn't happened yet. They keep saying it, but it hasn't happened. So we'll see what happens. I'm surprised that the lady got fired. I feel like that was an olive branch, so to speak, in the whole situation. Right. But we'll see what happens with the manager.
They'll probably rehire her in a different location.
Most likely. She's been transferred already, probably, honey. You
right.
know how that goes.
I want to share a story that I recently went through.
Okay.
Like my boyfriend, he's real militant. We're both are, but I'm more calm with mine. I know when to do it. I don't like witnesses. He doesn't care. He goes buck wild. So this past weekend, I did a round trip flight. I flew from California, took my son out to South Carolina, but I ended up going to Charlotte. And I turned around and came back and brought my grandson back to California. So unfortunately, I had fallen asleep. I had dozed off in Phoenix because, like I said, it was a round trip. And this white woman was sitting in front of me. I know it was a family. It was her 2 daughters, and her husband was on the aisle seat. So I had fallen asleep, and this woman, I awakened to her yelling, "Ma'am, excuse me, tell him to stop kicking on the back of her seat." So when I don't like nobody waking me up, and I didn't know what was going on because I'm hearing yelling, and then as I'm gaining my clarity, I'm hearing her. So I look up at her. I look at my grandson. He's playing on his tablet, and he has his feet. He's 5 on the back of the seat. So I look at him, I look at her, and then I just look at him, and I bend my head down, and I tell him, "Baby, just keep your feet
off the back of the seat. So he put his feet down and started to cry. I said, no, baby, don't cry. You didn't do anything wrong. Just keep your feet off the back of the seat. So then I raised my voice. I said, because this bitch is acting crazy. And if she says one more thing, I'm going to go the fuck off. Well, I said it loud enough so she could hear me. She never said anything else, but now I'm heated. And I'm just staying awake and I'm watching her.
Mm-hmm.
But I really wanted to go out, but I knew I could not. So when I got back home and my boyfriend picked me up from the airport, I told him what happened. He said, well, why the hell you didn't cuss her and fuck off? And I said, I couldn't do that. I said, that's what they want us to do.
Right.
They want us to cause a scene and act up. I said, I would have been kicked off the airplane.
Right.
I could have been barred from flying. And then I'm stuck in Arizona trying to get back home.
Right.
I said, so you have to know when and where to act a fool. I said, now, if we weren't up on the airplane and we were by ourselves and it's up, I'll give her the business. But for right now, she knew I was not the one to try when she heard me tell my grandson, baby, keep your feet off the chair. Because I don't want to have to cuss this bitch out.
Okay.
You know.
Wow. I mean,
but we are definitely. Go ahead. I apologize.
No. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was just saying that a lot of these incidents happen, and it's just unfortunate. Like we can't go around with a body cam on to show it, because I've had experiences. I know a lot of my friends have had experiences. So it's just interesting to when people are called to the carpet when something like this happens.
So they're trying to get us, so we have to be smart. We don't have the law on our side. And even if you do have good officers, I don't think you're good if you're not willing to speak up and do what's right and use some common sense in trying to diffuse a situation. And if it doesn't matter what color you are, we're always made out to be the bad or aggressive. Just like I tell my daughter, the first thing they see is you're black. Second, you're female. We can't even stand still and be quiet because they think we're glaring them down, or they use all those negative connotations for us.
Exactly.
I told her, just bite the inside of your cheek. Bite the inside of your cheek, baby.
Something.
I said, but if you catch them by themselves, you beat the hell out of them. Punch them in the head. Because ain't no woman gonna shave off her hair so you can't see those bruises.
Okay. Lord Jesus. All right.
I got a little fun here.
We all do, honey.
All right.
We all do. Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate you. All the way from Cali.
No problem.
All right.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Caller 1734. Hello?
Hi, Michelle.
Yes. Who am I speaking with?
This is Latif.
Latif?
From Houston.
Hey, from Houston.
Here's Latif. I follow you on Twitter.
Oh, cool. So, what do you think about this situation? Is it, are you surprised the lady got fired?
I don't even know all about this situation. I just heard you talking about race, and I heard some of the callers, and I just wanted to add that a man by the name of John Henry Clark said, "We have no friends. The whole world took part in slavery. The entire world, every country. And they filing for reparations right now off the money that they lost in slavery. And it's foolish for black people to think that we're free, because we are not. It's done very sophisticatedly. And we have to wake up. We have to educate our children that we are black. We need to be black first and quit trying to be accepted by everybody else. They are pushing us out in every city in America. They're gentrifying their ass off.
Right.
And we take it as a joke. As soon as somebody comes out with a cute little dance, we forget about all the murders and everything. And I'm sick of it. We are the laughing stock of the world. We create everything and we give it to everybody
else.
For free.
Yes, for free.
But we quick to snap on each other, tear each other down, kill each other over bullshit. But will not budge as your real enemy. We try to act like we're white. But if we really want to act like we're white and other races, notice how they all stick together at the end of the day. They all don't like each other, but they all stick together. We need to drill these things into our children's heads, because it's getting ready to get real bad
So do you?
And we don't even see it because we think war is like pow, pow, pow.
Mm-hmm.
No. They're doing it in all kind of sophisticated ways.
So what do you? I mean, what's the solution? What do we start with? Is it the black dollar? Is it teaching our youth? Is it like there has to be a starting point? Like at the end of the day, like it's so much that comes at all of us at once. Like what do we start? Just like you said, as soon as there's a protest, there's something else to distract the group. As soon as, we talk about one thing and we get angry about it, there's something else that we're so happy about this Kiki viral challenge. Let's do this. You know what I mean? So what is...
Dr. Francis Creswell said we need to admit that we are afraid. We are scared. We are terrified. Because if we weren't terrified, we wouldn't be out there marching.
Right.
How you gonna march against somebody blowing your child brains out? You gonna blow a white child brains out? You think they're gonna be out there protesting and marching?
Right. I mean, but they don't have to because they have everybody on their side. Like at the end of the day, like when somebody's head get blown off when there's a shooting or something, the police won't even help the mother. Like it's like we have to start marching in order to create some attention to the problem, and that's where that all started.
We did that already. It didn't work. The marching didn't work. Those days are over with. It's 2018.
Well, how do we get the word out if not to protest?
Fear of a black planet. Fear of a black planet. Their numbers are in the negative. They're not being born. They don't want to hand that over to us. And really, the whole world was ours from the beginning, and Africa was our throne. We have to learn who we are and recognize nobody is coming to save you. And I respect all religions, whatever people want to believe, but ain't nobody coming to save you.
Right.
And if I was the creator, I wouldn't come save us either. Because I gave you every damn thing, and you turned it over to your damn enemy.
You got everything you need right in front of you. Everything you need is right in front of you.
Like it's all good. Well, you're not even acting like a people who's afraid and need help. You're happy with the little trinkets that they tossed out that your ancestors created, and they got rich off of and was able to pass it on to their children. Now their children got their foot on your children's neck. So, my whole thing is we need to try to develop some type of relationship with our African brothers and sisters that aren't too colonized in the mind. And other than that, with the money, we need to pull our money together and only spend with each other just like they do.
Black banks provide black loans to black businesses. You know what I'm saying? I always say that. Black banks provide black loans to black businesses. So basically it starts there. Like put your money somewhere else besides Bank of America and Chase, you know what I mean? Like we have Citizens Trust Bank here in Atlanta, so there's a lot of banks all across the country. Look in your Google it online and see what is a black owned bank near you that loans black dollars to black businesses, and that's where it starts. It starts with us.
It starts with us, and I'm not a violent person, but I believe that if you hit me, I'm gonna hit your ass back. You touch my child, I'm going to touch yours. And that's just how it is, because you're not going to just push me and my family around and I'm going to sit back and march about it. Because it's the powers that be, they know what time it is. Look who our president is.
Yeah.
His father was the grand wizard of the KKK.
Right.
We are under attack, and we've been under attack. But it's a way to lull you to sleep. With all the different things, like, I just got this $300,000 home. I'm doing good. I got a new Mercedes. Ain't nothing wrong with me. And it's like, you don't even understand. It's getting ready to get so bad. This ain't nothing. And I'm not somebody who's talking and don't know nothing. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I knew Mike Brown's father. My cousin was killed. He was a sergeant first class in the United States Army, and he was killed by racist white supremacists up there in South Carolina on his trip home for R&R. And that made CNN.
Wow.
I'm damn mad at the racist white supremacist
and we have to stick to it. It's like, just like you said, it's like as soon as something new comes along, our focus is changed. So we have to like stick, constantly remind each other that that's what we need to do. Keep your black dollars in black communities and black businesses. Put your black dollars in black banks. Build your black homes with your black dollars in black neighborhoods. Like we gotta do something to encourage, growth in our own community.
Yes, and I just want to say I have a book coming out soon, and it's speaking on mental health issues in black women. And I just want to say, black women, y'all start speaking to each other. Quit acting so goddamn stupid, because other people recognize it and they see that shit. And it's embarrassing.
Wow.
If the other shit don't speak back, so damn what? At least you did what was right. Take pride in that. Have some pride in yourself. Don't die a damn coward.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
And thank you. Send me some information about your book.
I most definitely will. I'm almost finished with it. I most definitely will. It's going to be good.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much for calling and spitting wisdom to the people. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. You keep on going, girl.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Ready?
We're going to end this live on that note, because if y'all didn't catch those jewels, I did. Okay. So I appreciate all of the calls. I appreciate all of the callers. I appreciate the people who tuned in and listened. Thank you, Zills, for always being the perfect moderator. Thank you. I mean, I look forward to coming back and talking more to y'all about this situation and others. Again, it is sad. If you haven't already, if you're just tuning in, you can go straight from A and get it from the beginning. You can see the video, what sparked the situation. You can go see what happened since the video went viral, and you can see about the lady and who works at Porsche, and she got fired. So thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you, and I will see you later. If you haven't already liked this video, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my ATLien channel, Michelle Brown channel, straight from the ATV, Facebook group, the A Squad, and don't forget to visit straightfromtheA.com. Thank y'all. See you later. Thank you so much, Sexy Sky Doll. You're amazing. I appreciate you. Bye.